All protocols observed, the congregations. I hope you can hear me. My name is Raila Odinga Jr., and it's an honor and a privilege to stand here to speak, to read out the tribute of His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga in honor of George Oduor. In the field of dealing with diverse groups or masses of politicians as destined to, certain aides create a mark that is hard to forget through professionalism, commitment, integrity, and character. Such was George Oduor Nyaringa, my long-term personal security officer who died on Wednesday evening. George officially became my bodyguard in 1995. By that time, he had been involved with us as part of the youth team in the Forum for Restoration of Democracy and provided security for Jaramogi Oginga Odinga and the Ford leadership. When Ford split between Jaramogi and Kenneth Matiba, George easily picked sides and stayed with Jaramogi. He became part of the youth team that operated from Ajip House and provided security for core Ford Kenya leaders that included Jaramogi, Paul Mwitwe, Wamala Kijana, and James Orengo, among others. He was part of the youth team that steered Ford Kenya to the 1992 multi-party elections and tumultuous period of defections that followed. He was present in Burundi Nyabara against Apili Wawire, who had just defected to KANU. He was in Bonchari by-elections, where Protest Mwanyani had defected to DP, from DP to KANU. In Diwa, Migori, Nyatike, where Tom Obondo, Charles Owino, and Ochola Ogor had defected from Ford Kenya to KANU. In his roles as part of the opposition vote protection team, George ran into trouble with the authorities a couple of times. After the fierce battle against KANU in Nyatike by-elections, George, current CS Opio Wandai, and other youth were arrested and arraigned in court in Kisii. He had earlier been arrested for following the Ndiwa by-elections. Ladies and gentlemen, I think the tribute goes on and on. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to read the whole thing, but in the interest of time, I'll summarize it to Mama by saying, Mama, thank you very much for allowing George to be part of us, part of our family. We cherished him, we loved him as a brother, as a family. Jacom appreciated George so much. He was a rock that Jacom could rely on, and his presence will be missed forever. I think asanteni sana. Thank you all.
Well, let's appreciate Junior once more for the summary. Thank you. I want to remind us that we are still in church. And if I see you walking too much, I start questioning who is your pastor, who is your bishop, or if you go to church at all. Because if you do, you know what not to do and what to do. So I'll kindly ask us to be still. Pastor Robert Burale, kindly. We haven't finished God's work.
Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Thank you very much for your patience. And on behalf of House of Grace and our Bishop David Morevi, thank you for your discipline and your honor of this altar.